Hey, good morning, guys. It's Thursday. It is the first day back to work for me in 2020, and you guys know, man, I'm excited. I'm always excited to talk to you guys. And I know I don't have a lot of viewers yet, but that never mattered to me. When I first started doing videos on Facebook, it was really just to kind of document the journey that God has put me on from struggle to struggle, from blessing to blessing, from challenge to challenge. And, everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people will do their testimonies after the test. But my video blogs or vlogs started in the midst of extreme circumstances. And I'm not gonna, talk about that, because I've talked about it plenty of times before. If you want to check that out, you can check it out on my Facebook post, my core counseling strategies, and you have to scroll way back because I have like a lot of videos on there. But if you go to the beginning, you'll see where I came from, not necessarily from the beginning, but from the beginning of my latest and toughest challenge when I first got married again. It was a blessing and a curse at the same time. And I'm not talking about the marriage. I mean, well, there were hard parts of the marriage, but I'm talking about some external circumstances that almost crushed me and my family. So, nevertheless, I'm here, and I think that's why I'm excited to always talk to you guys, because for me, doing these videos is kind of historical to leave kind of like that message in a bottle. I remember back when I was younger, they talked about leaving time capsules for the generations to come. And when I do these videos, it's for my generations that will come, after Nate, Nicholas, Nayla, Nalia, Gabriel, Mari, Ava, Izzy, and Jaden, my oldest grandkid, and their kids and their grandkids. I want to be able to lead. God willing, we're still here, and there's still the internet and whatever. I want to be able to leave these video, blogs of hopefully wisdom that will last several lifetimes. So that's kind of my mission. So here I am. We're here. It's Thursday morning. It's 2020. It's January 2nd. And the message for today is really, 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 I'm really excited about, because I've just been listening to different speakers. You guys know me. That's how I start my day, and that's how I try to roll through my existence now. Um, just collecting wisdom and motivation and just different things to learn. And I forget who I was listening to. It could have been The Rock, Kevin Hart, Pastor John Gray, or Jakes. I don't know who it was, but the thought came to me about our life and how, especially in our country, I think we have developed the habit to seek comfort, which is okay to a point. But when the comfort becomes a cage, when it disables us from going after our destiny, um, our next level of success, our true satisfaction. Sometimes comfort is an insecurity because we're afraid to take it to that next level, because taking things to the next level always will require risk. It's always gonna take us out of that box, out of the norm, into new territory where where it's required that we have to learn something new. And that's why I love going out into the wilderness and backpacking. And I was talking to my trainer Sue, and we're about to step it up. Where we're going to be working out 3 times a week, because I want to prepare for the next solo hiking adventure. And it was funny because I was talking to one of my friends about me backpacking in Pennsylvania in February, and of course, she pretty much cussed me out and told me that's the stupidest thing she ever heard because the snow was really intense in that area at that time, and and I heard her, I did hear her. I love challenges, but let's be smart. That should not be my first winter solo hike. So I'm gonna change it up a little bit. But I like the adventure because you have to adapt and overcome, And even though it's not as it's not as dangerous as you would think. And I know some of you guys out there don't go back, but don't do the wilderness at all. And a lot of people in my church think that I'm this extreme adventurer, and I don't consider myself extreme. I like to adventure, but I'm not to the extreme level yet. I am planning on going there, but I'm not there yet. But everything I do is just preparing me for that next level because I didn't always enjoy it, but I now enjoy taking my body and my mind to that next level and strengthening myself. It's it's just an amazing process for me to see what I can do. I think Brandon had put on his Facebook page a man that was in his 50s that does MMA, and he used to be like 300 something pounds, and now he's this lean, mean fighting machine. And I'm telling you, that inspired the hell out of me because I just looked at that, and he started in his 50s, and I'm like, whoa, okay, all right, all right. So that tells me that all all our life requires is the will. Okay, the will. And so when I was thinking about this video, I was thinking about what I would title it, and to me, I think it's time for us to take the training wheels off of our life. It's time to take the training wheels off our life. So often we get to this comfort level. You guys remember when? I mean, I don't know how many of y'all had your parents teach you how to ride a bike, and I remember my dad taught me, and and my dad, I love my dad to death, but I'm surprised half of us survived. But he took me on a hill, and he he trotted with me. We're going downhill, and then he let go, and I just remember going faster and faster because we're going downhill, and I eventually hit that curve and went off into a ditch. I mean, I lived. I was fine. Nothing was broke. But it was probably one of the scariest moments when I was young. But it wasn't so scary that I didn't want to try it again because I knew being with my father that I was going to be safe despite how crazy we got, you know. And so I had gotten used to him running with me as I rode the bike, and I love that. And the problem is that if and mind you, I think when we're younger, we have an unlimited supply of courage and fearlessness. We just got that spirit of adventure. And I don't know if it's because we trust our parents so much or because we're too stupid to know that we're mortal. But regardless, we just want to run and adventure. I remember Jaden when he was growing up. We would take him to the park, and he wanted to jump from picnic table to picnic table. And he was my first grandson, and I was always paranoid of him just tripping and busting his head somewhere. And he just loved it. He was fearless. you know and what happened to that? What happened to that fearlessness? Because now, if it's almost like now we don't want to take the training wheels off. We want somebody to run with us the whole way to, I don't know, do the adventure for us, or at least you know, steer us in the right direction when that's, how do I put this? We can have that, okay, but we're never going to grow to the level that we need to grow if we don't learn how to fly on our own. And I'm not, and mind you, I totally appreciate and love my support network. I've got an extensive support network, but I have to learn how to fly on my own. I have to take the training wheels off of my bike and ride that thing on my own. Because you know what? Here's the reason why. Is because there are places that I want to go that I can't take people with. Okay. When I'm working on this new book and no one else can write it for me. You know, I've got these new ideas and no one else can do no one else can achieve and accomplish the goal that's for me other than me. And in order to do that, I got to take the training wheels off. I've got to be able to accept the risk of going after my dream, the next level of my dream. And it's almost like that. Anybody who watched Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, when he gets that videotape or that audio tape, and they say, "Do you accept this mission?" And that's kind of our life. And we've been given that envelope where it says, "Do you accept the mission that's for your life?" And half of us don't even. Half of us will see that envelope and we'll go put it on the shelf. We don't even want to read it because we don't want to leave all that we know, all that we've become familiar with, to go after the adventure of a lifetime, the legacy, the mission. We're scared of it. We're scared of. Do you ever get so? I know I'm talking to y'all. I'm stepping on some toes right now. Do you ever get so comfortable with your current blessing that you're afraid of the next blessing that God has for you? Because for some of us, we're wise enough to know that the next level of favor, the next level of success comes with challenge. There is no success, there's no blessing that doesn't come with a struggle. And some of us are paying attention and they realize that. And so we'll see a blessing coming and we'll almost, it's almost like we hide. We act like we want that junk, but we really don't, because we know it's going to involve us changing and evolving and growing, and we're afraid of the growing pains. We want to keep the training wheels on our bike. So in this message, in this topic, this video blog, do you accept the mission to go after the next level of your dream? Or do you just want to camp out where you are and stay right where you are? And I mean, I'm not going to hate on you if you do. Some of us are afraid of the adventure, and I get that. And it is scary. It is scary. But it's so fun, man. Because I don't know about you, but I've gotten to the point where I'm allergic to routine. I'm allergic to being redundant. Um, I need to continue to grow, to evolve, to be able to challenge myself. I have to do that. I'm working on another book on top of the book, and it's kind of gonna be like an autobiography of my life on the things that I didn't know that I couldn't do that I did. And it's exciting, man. It's exciting. So I'm encouraging you guys today. It is 2020. We're about to take off. You're about to look. I'm asking that you get on the rocket ship with me and let's travel someplace new. Okay. So I love you guys. I'm always praying for you guys. Keep me in prayer. We're about to have an exciting time this year. So get ready. For those of you who are brave enough, willing, excited, and hungry, get ready. Get ready. Because we're about to go someplace you've never been before. Okay? Love you guys. Peace.